20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Pick 6 from Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I got to do a better job of getting the ball out and protecting those guys. When you play a team like that, we knew their strength was in their pass rush. We knew that. It's very apparent in watching the film. So I got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker, and we just have to execute better.
The injury, that was the reason you decided to make the change at quarterback there at the end of the third quarter.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know, Jake, if it contributed early. I know this. I didn't do a good enough job allowing him to be put in those positions. So it's something that I have to do way better. I can't let him get hit like that. Again, point the finger at me, please. That's not good enough.
How about Stephen A. Steelers putting the smackdown on the Browns? Keyshawn just saying he thinks the Steelers might have the best defense in the league. Our quarterback, Dan Orlovsky, here with us. You might have something to say about that. I can tell by your facial expression. But I want to start with Stephen A. What do you think? Do the Browns just officially now give up on Baker Mayfield? Is the party over here?
I've given up. I think Cleveland should give up. I think the Browns should give up. I think the city should give up. Enough is enough. Max Kellerman, you wouldn't be the perfect person to ask this question to and try to give a quick answer. I know it's hard for you, but try. The definition of progressive is what? The definition of progressive.
Progressive?
Progressive.
Going forward.
Okay, going forward. Isn't that doesn't Baker Mayfield have about 8 commercials with progressive? I mean, I think I'm right about that. I think about 8. I know that he had more commercials with progressive than he did wins last year. And now here we are this year, and everybody's making a big deal because they come into the game against the Steelers 4-1. I said it wasn't because of him. They were running the football. They were playing defense effectively. And basically, Kevin Stefanski was doing a great job of taking the ball pretty much out of Baker Mayfield's hands. The more he threw, the more ineffective he was. And Lord help him. What did I tell y'all about this game coming into this game yesterday? I said, excuse me, you're not running on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's not going to happen. I don't give a damn what anybody says, okay? You're going to have to throw the football. And sure enough, this brother throws a pick 6. I mean, listen, he's fixated on, was it Harrison Bryant, the rookie? Yeah. Fixated on him, and Minkah Fitzpatrick steps right in. He was under no pressure whatsoever, standing in a pocket, taking pictures, calling his girl. That's how much time he had to throw that damn pass. And still, he ended up throwing a pick 6. That was a pick 6 to Minkah Fitzpatrick. Then he's getting pressure, and he lobbed something in the double coverage, okay? I think he was looking for Rashard Higgins, if I remember correctly, whatever. He lobs it in the double coverage. That was a second interception. Remember that first interception, the pick 6? You're talking about 3 plays into the game. That's scripted plays. And this dude throws a pick 6. He's not the dude. And I'm going to say this, and you said it. I said it earlier in the morning meeting when we were talking about it, whatever. Odell Beckham Jr. needs to demand a trade. Trading deadline, what is it, November 3rd? He needs to demand to get the hell up out of Cleveland. As far as I'm concerned, Jarvis Landry should demand a trade out of Cleveland. Anybody who's a pass catcher, you don't want to play with this guy because he's not going to make you look good. Now, Stefanski and those guys got to do a better job of getting dudes open, and we all know that. Reading the Cleveland coverage and stuff like that, they've been talking about this stuff. I get that. But the bottom line is this. You not only have a quarterback that is ineffective, you not only has a quarterback that draws attention, and as a result, because he draws attention due to the fact that he's getting all these endorsements and commercials and stuff like that, you got guys hungry to get at him. It's like a shark in blood-infested waters. They just sniff, they just smell everything about Baker Mayfield. But then on top of it all, you have receivers. Look at the body language of the Cleveland Browns receivers. They look despondent. If you look at them on the sideline, they're like,
yeah,
damn. This guy. You understand? And it got to a point where they didn't even want to stand near him. Go back and watch it. I know you watched it. Go back and watch it. Max, they didn't even want to stand near him. That's how bad it is for Baker Mayfield right now. I'm telling you, I'm done. He's not a scrub, right? But he's not that dude. What do you say? Just a guy, Jag? Just a guy?
Just a guy.
Just a guy.
You and I see this exactly the same, unfortunately. And I would say this. I agree with you. In early November, there is a decision to be made. The leader is not good enough, and you need a change. Odell Beckham's got to demand a trade, right? Like, he's got to get out of there. He's with a quarterback who's not good enough.
Yeah.
And the worst part about the Browns is they're so loaded, and they're pretty well coached, actually, on offense, at least.
He's got to do better.
That they're not going to be able to have a top draft. Like, the top draft, he's good enough. You're not going to have, like, the top pick in the draft. The point is this. Odell has to demand a trade because he's in his prime. and it's being wasted away on this team. Baker Mayfield, my heart goes out to him in this respect, or at least let me say this. He's had 4 head coaches in 2.5 seasons.
Right.
That's nuts. Like Alex Smith showed you, if you keep the turnover and eventually you get stability, you can be good. But who was Alex Smith? He's a good quarterback. He wasn't a franchise changer. He's a nice quarterback and also a #1 overall pick. And if you squint and try to look at Baker and imagine that you see a franchise quarterback, maybe you could kind of see it. But I don't care if he has the same head coach for the next 10 years. He's not that good. He's not that bad either. He's a Jag. He's just a guy. And the Browns, if they can't do better, I think Odell should get out of there.
Listen, it's not time to move on from Baker Mayfield. It's time to be concerned. That's a valid point. Max, you bring up the 4 head coaches. He's only been with Kevin Stefanski for 84 days. Okay, so like the 4th head coach he's been with for 84 days.
Yeah.
Is he ever going to become better than Jimmy Garoppolo? That's the question. When you're taken as the #1 pick, you got to be better than Jimmy Garoppolo. And the concerns have to be about this with Baker Mayfield. 1, your flaw has not gotten progressively lessened. Your flaw of the inability to see the picture change from pre-snap to post-snap has not gotten better. You've talked about the Mika Fitzpatrick interception, right? I'm in a group text. The very first play, or their second play of the game was a pass. His first pass play, he goes to the wrong side of the football. A very elementary pass play. The very next play is the Mika Fitzpatrick pick. On that first pass play where he went to the wrong side, in my group text I said, uh-oh, Pittsburgh's got him. Because Pittsburgh showed him one thing pre-snap, post-snap changed to a different coverage, and he was panic mode. That to me goes, I'm concerned about that. I don't care if I've been with you 1 day as a coach, 84 days as a coach, or 5 years. I need to know that you can see cover 2 or cover 1. That would cause me concern. The panic in his feet. Kevin Stefanski